The annual Scottish Highland Games wrapped up this weekend at the Pleasanton fairgrounds. KPIX 5's John Ramos shows us its celebration of proud people with the strength to endure.
This gathering of the clans is one of the oldest events in the Bay Area, celebrating its 154th year, and it is said to be the largest of its kind in the world. Scotland has had to fight off one invader after another through most of its history, so it's not surprising that much of its culture centers around the art of war. From archery to swordplay to what's known simply as a brawl, where heavily armored combatants hack at each other with swords for about 30 seconds until exhausted.
Enemies would come together, they'd clash, and then they'd seem to withdraw and then come back together.
Is that just because everybody was so tired?
That could be part of it.
Even the games themselves are strength competitions using ancient weapons like these 22-pound heavy hammers. But for professional competitor Spencer Tyler, it's all in good fun.
It's always been competing of some sort as long as I can remember, and this is a way for me not to weigh 900 pounds and sit on the couch all day.
At Pleasanton, the women compete as well, throwing the heavy stones that inspired the modern shot put. And even though he carries a traditional dagger in his stocking, event organizer Floyd Busby says it's not all about warfare.
Well, yes, I mean, we certainly depict that, but that doesn't mean we're a warlike people. We're very soft at heart also.
That's true, it's not all about fighting. There are traditional foods like meat pies and a deep-fried object known as a Scotch egg. There is music from 28 different drum and bagpipe groups, and a folk dance competition where young women dance around, well, swords again. But where else can young commoners have a private audience with Mary, Queen of Scots? And when the drums of Scottish tribal music begin pounding, it's almost impossible to sit still.
The heartbeat that goes from the drums and all the other instruments. We come alive 1 weekend a year for this. It's wonderful. Thank you.
The Scottish culture dates back to before the Romans, who had the good sense to leave those wild men alone. They quickly learned the folly of messing with a man in a skirt. In Pleasanton, John Ramos, KPIX 5.
About 25,000 people attended this year's games. Nearly 700 drummers and bagpipers closed out the festivities with a rendition of Amazing Grace.